Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll look into a scenario where the East Mediterranean Confederation unites in 2023. I was looking through the web, looking at proposed country unions, and I saw this one, the East Mediterranean Confederation. So I decided, why not do this one? And well, let's start with an obvious starting point of this video. Well, let's start with this. And you may be saying, why Syria? Why are you starting there? Because, well, if you aren't aware, there's kind of something going on there. A lot of stuff, actually. So I guess you know there's stuff going on in Syria. As they move into the Syrian lands further. And they take over this rebel group in this region, as they're trying to take out the Kurdish rebel zone, which has some oil, I think. Yeah. And well, they might need to come to some agreement with the Americans there, as they are moving further in. As the Confederation nears to Damascus, there's nothing Syria can really do. Well, this was once a prosperous, well-off nation. And today it's not looking so well. Yeah, and so Turkey decides, well, says to the East Mediterranean Confederation, we should fully annex. John deciding it's a good time to join them. If you can't beat them, you gotta join them, I guess. And well, Russia has come to an agreement over Georgia with Turkey and the East Mediterranean Union. So the East Mediterranean Union decides to join Russia in partitioning it. So they can connect their two halves. Russia can get lands they want. Actually, a bit more than what they want, because they already occupy this and this. So, well, this war is swift. Yeah. And well, yeah, this war ends, and they split the country. Well, at the East Mediterranean Confederation is now owns a lot of the Mediterranean, with them going after North Macedonia and Albania and Kosovo, but somehow they get an ally and another ally, but this ally, one of them, don't know what's about to come for them, as everybody slams into this region. Mediterranean Confederation, with a more majority proud of the nation's accomplishments. But Serbia is proud to be strong. But what they don't realize is they're going to see something happen to one of their former allies. With suddenly, but randomly, a lot of areas with Turkish majorities rise up. And, well, Greek majorities are somewhere around the border, I think. I don't know what I'm even saying. I'm just making a bunch of rebels pop up in Bulgaria. I don't know if these are even plans. Some of them I know for sure. Only one of them, fine. As they move in, Bulgaria is unable to stop the rebellions, as these troops are swift to catch up. And they form a solid front line. Well, still two, but now it's just back to one. And well, Bulgaria is in trouble, as well their capital falls. But they do something just horrible. They annex a full nation. This is where Serbia starts preparing its borders in case they decide to continue. Well, they don't think they will. With some places in this union being not as equal to others. Like Turkey, Greece are not equal because Turkey has way more people. The majority of people here would be Turks. I think it would probably be 70% maybe. But then again, we have a big Kurdish minority now. But it's going to get even bigger, that minority I've been talking about, as well. They declare war on Iraq and Lebanon. This makes Iran join, which makes Armenia join. But Russia stays out saying, well, there's nothing we can do. And everybody just laughs. Wait, what? Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. But who knows? This is such a great video. Yeah, I'm having fun recording this video as Armenia falls. Aww. Armenia fell. Well, that's great for the East Mediterranean Confederation as Lebanon falls. And then they move into Iraq, specifically in the Kurdish regions first. Well, as Kurdish is made an official region, with the movement of troops into Iran being too big. Iran starts fully mobilizing, but it's kind of late. Because they're just sending forces to the front lines. And as we know, we just send them. They have a habit of walking backwards. With the mountains making it hard for an invasion. With troops, after 3 days of fighting, moving into the Baghdad region and taking it. Well, yeah. Them moving across Iraq's country. But after Iran does some training first for 8 months, they make a counter-offensive in 2 places, which goes well, actually. But mostly because they were planning this for a long time, but Turkey makes another offensive. Which this time, the offensive kicks them back. The difference between a counter-offensive and an offensive is, a counter-offensive is when you push troops back in your own territory, I think. Maybe not. As they move into the oil-rich region, Iran moves a big chunk of its military to fight for this region. Which they go well. They even push Turkey back from southern Iraq, but they can't take the capital. But they do manage to take Baghdad back, which is an embarrassment for the East Mediterranean Confederation. But what they didn't realize was Turkey was already headed towards Tehran, and that's why they allowed this pushback. And well, now they restart their movement towards the oil-rich region as they take Baghdad back. And then they move here and into the oil-rich region. With Iran having split troops on multiple fronts, this region is taken, along with then the Battle of Tehran breaks out. And the Battle of Tehran is won by not Turkey, it's won by the East Mediterranean Confederation. Yep, this is a hard name to say. Why not the East Mediterranean? East Mediterranean. Well, Iran decides, well, there's nothing left they can do. So they kind of put a card up. They put this card up. Okay, I guess. Control, well, they take Kuwait. But at the same time, they sign a pact with Saudi Arabia over the partition of Jordan, which is more important for whatever reason, I don't know. Well, yeah. So all of the Levant gets attacked. But not just on one front, but 2 fronts. And well, an invasion of Romania is planned upon at this point, but nobody knows if it will actually go through. So Saudi forces move in, along with Turkish forces moving into the north. Although it's the East Mediterranean Confederation, well, this is where Greek forces are probably moving. And they're probably about to get there. They were in the last war, so they're probably going to be quicker. that's folly, and they can. Their plans are to take parts of Libya, Egypt, Italy to move up the coast. They need to attack these. And then they want to possibly partition Ukraine with Russia. So let's see. What do they do first? Well, Serbia finds this, so they make a secret pact with Italy. Bosnia and Herzegovina, they make a secret pact with Croatia, Slovenia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Italy, and they ask Romania if they want to help. Romania says, why? It's not like we're going to get attacked. They attack Romania. Then they attack Serbia. And then Serbia's secret alliance unites together. And well, it even has one powerful nation. But Moldova finds this report and decides, well, we're joining this war. But Ukraine doesn't know why. Everybody's working together. They don't understand what's going on. But with the forces quickly moving into Serbia, Serbia was actually surprised that they even found this. With them moving into Bosnia, taking Sarajevo, well, they continue up, taking Zagreb. I think I missed Zagreb because Zagreb is further north. And well, they move to take the capital of Slovenia. Well, they take out Slovenia as they move into Italy. Italy can't hold them back. They decide to surrender once Rome falls, which takes a while, and they take Rome. Well, Italy is forced to put a white card up. Why? Because they surrendered. Why does Italy like to surrender? Because it's in Italy to do. But everyone's surprised at how fast it takes. Until the push into Romania, which is basically just to take the coast. Well, they continue in. And well, they take the capital, Romania, and Moldova give up. Romania, they form Serbia into a puppet, and they form Croatia into a puppet. But there's been a dispute between two puppets, Serbia and Croatia's puppet. Because what happened last time Croatia was a puppet? Yeah. And so, well, as we saw coming, their partition finally begins. Which has been going on steady track. Fine, it hasn't. But it has been. With Russia having some land. Like probably this at the point this is happening. And well, yeah. But I'm seeing they start a siege here, and they come out of Belarus. Cross the border of Belarus. Why do they do this? Because they can. And who comes next out? Well, the Turks. Who meet up with the Russians in two spots. Well, Russian forces start actually advancing now. As there's no stopping Turkey. It was basically flooding troops into Russia to help with this. It was somehow the East Mediterranean Confederation became a world superpower, and having one goal left, which will go fast. They go after Libya and Egypt. They call themselves the Third Rome. Why? Because they took Rome. What do they look like? The East Roman Empire. Yeah, I guess. With them moving into the Sinai Peninsula, using the Israeli region to do this. Shocker. And yeah, well, Egypt loses land quickly. But Libya's in trouble as it's in a state of civil war and can't even hold the north back, none of the rebel groups. Even though rebel groups usually use modern equipment somehow. Explain that now. And, well, Turkey's strength, Egypt, and Libya are forced to sign treaties to their will. Libya winning, becoming basically a puppet state, but Egypt is made into a puppet state. But then they unify the two because, well, nobody lives in this region, so yeah. And, well, finally, officially, they get the Libyan region annexed. Took them long enough. Well, this is what I think could happen if the East Mediterranean Confederation actually started. In my opinion, I think it wouldn't expand that much, no. Wouldn't become unstoppable. No, that's not going to happen. But I think you should subscribe. Why? We are at not 250. We are at 181 subscribers. Now that is 69 away from 250, which is our goal by April 1st. So please subscribe. And can you please leave a comment so I can see you like this video? Leave a like so I can see if you liked it. And, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. That's all for today's video, right? Subscribe, like, share this video, comment, and Wild Mappers out!